It is time.
Ooh, fly man ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything down to the wire 513. Yo, down to the wire 513, episode 272. I'm
Black man ran on the beat. Fire.
Hey, man, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. Hey, you got the air horns going, man. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling, man?
Man, it's a good day.
I'm feeling good for it to be Wednesday.
A great day. It was a great day outside, man. It was beautiful weather outside.
Well, it'll be back 30 or something the next 2 days or something. Knowing us.
Had to enjoy while I was here, man.
First day of March.
Yes.
March Madness about to be the anthem for the whole month.
But that's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Tournament is 2 weeks away. Conference tournament start next week. Favorite time of the year, man. You got basketball games on during the day while you at work, while you at home chilling.
Yes, sir. We got to win out, man, to get in the tournament. Some Tar Heels doing shit this year, but hey, it's all good.
Hey, we're not the Duke Blue Devils are not doing much better, but John Shire is the first ACC coach, the first time in their first year won all their home games, so it's a plus, I guess.
Silver lining somewhere, man.
The ACC, this is the first time where I'm like, this is booty. Y'all all booty.
Yeah, it's whack. No lie.
No
wide
lie.
Open here, though. Wide open here. They still got a shot to win it, though. Ain't no clear-cut favorites. So.
Who got a shot to win it?
Anybody,
honestly. If you get in, anybody got a chance to win it. Let's be real.
You get hot.
It's no clear-cut favorite. It's no clear-cut favorite.
So. See, this is the weird thing about college basketball. College basketball is just so weird right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it's kind of whack, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to watch right now. I ain't gonna lie. But it's gonna be good for March Madness. It's gonna make it for a good tournament.
Is it good? Is it whack because I know we're not going into this deep. Is it whack because people are one and done, or is it because they're not staying longer? Because to me, the talent just ain't as good as when we was watching.
Talent.
Is basketball don't have as much talent? What's going on?
Shot making. I said it on here a few weeks ago. Shot making. It's like level of shot making in colleges ain't there. So it's hard to watch. Unless you're a basketball purist, it's kind of hard to watch.
Ain't no elite guards like we talked about this a few weeks ago. Like I said, I think the best big man, if you do top five big players in college basketball, not draft picks, the majority of them are big men. And obviously today is more guard driven. So when you got that,
it's true.
Yeah, facts, man.
But like Brad said, I still think it's going to be a great tournament because it's so unpredictable.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of close matches, so it's gonna be fun to watch for sure. It's gonna be some good games.
We will head it down to the wire 513 March Madness Tournament 2 bracket challenge. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But let's go and dive into this, man.
So we can 10 days, 13 days away.
It's coming, right there.
Yep. Let's do.
Lakers are done. I'm just gonna put that right there.
Whoa! I'm just playing.
Die-hard Laker fans. I can tell when I can see the writing on the wall. We're done. This mysterious LeBron foot injury.
He said he heard a pop.
He did, and
that's what he said.
And he continued to play that day, and
then the
day.
That's the number one mistake, though. When you hear a pop, anything,
shut it down, brother. Shut it down. And I said it even when he came back out there, he didn't look the same.
And because normally when you hear a pop, we all done play where it's like, oh, okay, you get on and you limping, but you able to play through, and it's like it's cool. But you wake up that next morning, that injury settle in.
Even worse.
And a guy his age and how much weight he carrying around, I can only imagine how it hurt his foot. So.
Yeah, and they're being very vague about the injury. I don't know if it's like a plantar fasciitis or whatever it is, man. But it's like it's even the game he broke the record. Every time out, he was taking his shoe off, and they were working on his right foot, like the ball of his foot, like the middle of his foot. I'm not sure what they were doing, but they're being very vague with the injury, so it's not really telling what's going on with him. They said at least 2 weeks he'll be reevaluated. I think he's done for the season personally. Said he heard it pop. That's not a good sign. We probably talk about this a little later, but Melo Ball heard a pop and he has a fractured ankle. So we hear pop something probably it's not either tore or partially ripped, partially tore.
I've had a couple pops where it was sprains, where it's just a bad sprain. And I can only
Yeah.
imagine a foot sprain just does not feel good.
Yeah, and the amount of minutes he's playing too. That's another reason why this might have happened. He's playing heavy minutes. It's kind of like the year Kobe towards Achilles. Mike D'Antoni was playing heavy minutes down the stretch. He kind of had to. He kind of had no choice if he wanted to make the playoffs. Kind of the same thing with LeBron playing heavy minutes. And came back to bite him in the ass, man.
That's the thing that's worrisome. They won't tell you what exactly is wrong with it, which makes it seem like it's something more serious than people are making it believe. I'm with you, Rain. I think they're going to shut him down for the season. I mean, honestly, even if he does play and make the playoffs, we're out in the first round anyway. So,
and it's honestly a bad look after he said what he said in the All-Star break. This being the most important 23 games of his career, and then you go out there and get hurt in game 2.
That unnecessary yourself.
So it's like, man, you shouldn't even said that shit. Came out there and got hurt. On the second game back on a non-contact injury. It was like, damn, bro, it's not looking good, man. Like, the years prior, it was he was getting hurt, but it was kind of like, he was unfortunate situations where you run into guys or he's getting hit with guys. This is a non-contact injury, man. So it's like, it's really not a good look, man. With his age and just, he's LeBron James. So if anybody can come back from this, it's him. But man, it's not looking good at all.
Oh no. I mean, granted, I said two totally different injuries. But I remember, I think we said on here about we doing a podcast, but I remember a lot of people said that about the Kobe injury when he tore his Achilles. Everybody thought if anybody come back from it was Kobe, and he wasn't the same. Like I said, so once they come out and say what the actual injury is, then I'll have a little bit more.
It could be that one future. I hope it ain't like nothing like Grant Hill had or anything, ways back. That wasn't no joke. But that foot injury.
Yeah,
and the fucked up thing just about the Lakers in general, like, bro, we have no future. We have nothing.
Yeah, sad, man. It's like we would have had a chance, honestly, even to make the play. We still have a chance to be playing. We need AD to play like out of his mind, but he's not probably going to do that, man.
I've been on this show all year long. Yeah, that AD gone.
We've been saying that, well, I ain't gonna say all year because he did have a flashes earlier this year where he was playing out of his mind. And we gave him props for that, but after the injury came back, and even when LeBron's been out, he just hasn't looked aggressive, man. Like, even last night, first half he had 5 shot attempts. Bro, what are you doing? We can't. We need you to be like uber aggressive right now when LeBron's out. You need to be averaging 20, 25 shots a game at minimum. Like, you can't be out there lollygagging around just being passive, bro. Like, it's not going to cut it.
He don't want to play basketball for real.
That's what it seems like.
I really believe that. I don't think he want to hoop for real.
And if this is the AD we're going to get, we have no chance. Like you said, T, if this is the AD we're going to get, we have no future.
At all. Like what other superstar are you going to try to get to come and pair with AD? If they're seeing, like I said, this
I'm hearing all kinds of stuff, man. People are throwing all kinds of crazy stuff out here. What I don't think is going to happen. Somebody said a 3-team trade with this is crazy, with Milwaukee and Dallas, where Dallas gets I think Dallas gets Chris Middleton, or no, Dallas gets AD. Lakers get Chris Middleton. No, Dallas gets AD. Lakers get Kyrie, and Milwaukee gets whoever's left over after that. It's like, that's not going to happen. I don't think anybody's going to trade AD.
When we had to rely on Kyrie and banged up LeBron for
if that's the trade, if only getting back is Kyrie, hell no. Nah. Definitely would not do that.
No.
Hell of a talent, but I would not do that.
When he strike gold
today.
I know it's a long shot. We need to strike gold somewhere with one of our late draft picks somewhere. That's the only chance we got, because we have no
ain't looking good, brother.
I don't see nobody wanting to come to LA.
Ain't looking good, man. Our best chance would be trying to flip AD in the future, probably, but I don't see that happening. I just don't see them trading AD. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. Well, Lakers fans, all we can do is hope
and pray.
hope and pray. And once Tatum's contract becomes a free agent in Boston, hopefully they haven't won a championship by then. Because if he doesn't win a championship within, maybe he won't leave Boston. So, but right now, for the next 2 to 3 years, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
You never know, man. Something crazy might happen where we get some kind of disgruntled star that fantasy wants to come to LA, man.
That's the one good thing about LA.
Yeah,
it is always somebody wants to come to La La Land.
It is LA, man, and it will be like, hey, man, at this point, if we fade out of the sunset with LeBron and he retires as a Laker, it's gonna be like, hey, you coming in to play after the king, so it's gonna be big shoes to fill, but it's also gonna be a tax for some players, like maybe Luka if they don't get it done in Dallas. Just don't about that.
Well, if he retires as a Laker, that means we got Bronny. Then our future will be bright.
How bright? I like Bronny, but I saw a couple of times.
He'll be a piece.
Bronny's like I think Bronny would be like a better version of a Marcus Smart right now.
Right now,
me looking at his game, a better offensive version of Marcus Smart, which
agree.
Ain't bad at all. Ain't bad. Marcus Smart is a very good player. Borderline All-Star some years. Defensive Player of the Year.
But if that draft perspective was correct that we talked about last week, and Brian's going top 10, then yeah, Brian won't retire a Laker.
Yeah. If I don't mean retire Laker. If we go out to sunset with LeBron, leaving the Lakers and he being the last big star we have there, it's gonna be like filling his shoes. I think once he either decides to leave in free agency or we end up parting ways, trading, whatever the case may be, hopefully at that point either AD's already gone or we plan on getting rid of AD very soon after that, because I like AD. He's great when he's available, but he's hardly ever available.
I'm not a fan. I don't like AD, man. Motor just too low for me. When he plays, he's great, but like best ability is availability. That's just where I'm at with it.
Well, hopefully that'll change. Well, obviously in 2 years, we're gonna have a lockout, so hopefully in that lockout that they shorten the season so he can be available more often and stars can miss less games. So hell, who knows? Like 2 years, it might not even be an NBA. So
it's gonna be NBA still, man. But it probably is gonna be like NBA gonna be just gone. It's not gonna just go away.
Yeah, he said it like, and nobody thinks that's gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen again.
I'm obviously a lockout is coming. Niggas about to be hooping all summer. So
he said, man, we don't wear NBA. Damn, see, that's how you feel. Like this is gonna be gone.
No Lakers, no league. You hear me?
The Guangdong Tigers over in China. Watch it.
What Adam Silver said, I learned Chinese, buddy.
What though, it's definitely gonna be a lockout. Somebody got to touch. Charles Barkley's talked about it. The owners got to get a little bit of that power back.
Yeah, we hit on that a few weeks ago, man. So definitely go check that video out.
About that for a while though, right?
We talking about it for some years, bro.
Like, they got to be some kind of penalty. I don't know how they come up with it, but like. It just got to be some kind. The owners are getting hosed, and I'm not mad at I'm not mad at them, the players, for having some power, but like it got to be some type of penalty for asking for trade. It's your right, okay, but it got to be some type of monetary loss. If you do it in some type of time frame, it got to be some type of monetary loss.
Yeah, like we said, I said in 2 weeks ago, I said, and granted, I'm not mad at Katie for doing it, but like Katie just signed a 4-year deal, then like you immediately ask for a trade. I said no one's blaming Katie because the way management handled it, but still, like some point you got to honor like a certain amount of years while you sign that contract.
I agree.
So,
I feel that.
So we'll see. Like I said, that's down the road. Something that's not down the road, man. Kyrie and Luka, their struggles in Dallas it's fit on front page. Like it's out there. You see that Dallas is struggling defensively.
Big Kyrie, surprise.
Kyrie
He-
said he's putting unnecessary pressure on himself, which I don't know why. But as you see on the screen there, Dallas are 1-4 when Luka and Kyrie both play.
In their defense, that ain't that many games.
all been close games they lost as well. So it's been like
They gotta
punishment games.
they gotta get the chemistry together.
Look very blocky most of the time. Last night they got a good look though. Kyrie got a good look at a three. Just didn't drop, but
It ain't a lot of games, but when the West is as tight as it is, and playoff position is key. Like those are key games.
that's a big skid.
But it's tough to just throw somebody in the middle, especially for both players. Kyrie been somewhere out where he essentially just had the green light, go to work, do whatever. And now he down there with Luka, who is the man. It's just like they both essentially are the same player. They do different things, but they both need the ball in their hand, and they just got to make it work. But it's sometimes making it work, just like with LeBron and D Wade, sometimes it take 20, 25 games. They just ain't got 25 games to figure it out.
I said they ain't got that much time, man. So it might not have been that smart of a move. In hindsight, looking at it like that, like you ain't got that much time. You got possibly only 6 months with this guy here. And if this is how it's looking, and like I say, he's putting pressure on himself, and I watched the press conference, he seems like he's kind of stressed out over it. That's not a good place to be at. And for him, being the kind of guy he is,
oh yeah,
that's not the kind of thing he probably gonna resign to,
I'm gonna take time off.
So yeah, right. Take time off, or possibly not sign back there, and that's gonna be a big loss for them.
But I think it's not pressure on. He's putting pressure on himself, not because I think he'll have that pressure anywhere he goes. He wants to I feel like he got something to prove right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's contract. That's why.
That too, yeah.
If you want playing for a contract, also the pressure will be that. That's surmountable.
Probably wouldn't be that much. But also, you gotta look. He's playing with another one. Excuse me, top players in the league. He's looked at as. I'm not sure he's probably not dialed into the media that much, but he's looking at this guy like, all right, I'm supposed to come in and help this guy win a championship. That's what this move is supposed to be for them. That's a lot of pressure. And they ain't not going to championship. So, I mean, it's not going to happen. So, that's a lot of pressure to have. Be looked at as, like J.K. said it in one of his press conferences. He ain't the savior. He's not playing. He's watching these guys play. So, in hindsight, he's calling these guys the savior. One of these two or both of them the savior. So, that's a lot of pressure for Kyrie to come in, looking at, well, I mean, like Doc said, or like kind of like you said, he has pressure anywhere he goes, because he had that kind of same pressure in Brooklyn playing with KD. It's like, it's you and KD are bust basically. So it's kind of the same thing here, but it's like, being switched up so quick, being pushed into a new environment so quick and playing with in a tight conference like this and then when all the games matter, it definitely would be a lot of added pressure to that too.
See, my thing, for that, obviously no one knows what's really going on with Kyrie head, but my thing is this, Kyrie, it shouldn't be no pressure on you for you this year if you intend on coming back to be in Dallas. Now, if you're just trying to be a scapegoat, like just trying to show the other teams elsewhere you still got it, okay, I get it. But if you're focused on coming to Dallas and wanting to help Luka win a championship, obviously Dallas would want to keep you. And I wouldn't say so much this year will be pressure on you, maybe now, but whatever you sign for, that's when your pressure starts. But this year, it shouldn't be no pressure on you. I would think.
That's a good point. Very good point, T. Because you're right. If you plan on being there for the long term, what's pressure? What's pressure this year for? It's your first year together. And I got 20-something games to work it out. It shouldn't work out this year. So why's that pressure?
It take 20, 25 games just to, okay, I got to
figure it out.
I know he like to be over there in that corner spot, right? I know where Rand like to spot and shoot his three. They don't know none of that with each other. They kind of just hooping. And that's what you got to do to learn, your teammate.
I mean, and the fact that we said that when the trade went down, like they got rid of two of their key defensive guys. So now you're just trying to outscore the other team, which you can't win. It's not winning basketball.
Especially when you got a new piece in there. That's a big piece of the offense. It's not gonna be pretty, man. So I don't know. I just want to get a Dallas Phoenix playoff series.
Yes.
They already had beef last year.
Yeah.
They got beef again this year in the previous matchups already, and now you got Kyrie on one side, KD on one side. I need to see them in the playoffs.
Yes, please. Well,
I need to see them in the playoffs.
right now, Dallas is the 7th seed. Phoenix is the 4th seed. So still a lot of work to be done. So games left be played, but right now Dallas will be in the play-in.
Damn, that's crazy. They were just in like the 4th seed like last week. That's just how crazy it is. Like, if you go on
It's
a
tight.
5 games and you lose 3 of those games in the West, bro, you're gonna drop at least probably 2 seeds, which is crazy.
It's tight.
So they gotta get it together soon. But so we'll see. Man, it's down to the wire 513. Make sure you tap in with everything down to the wire 513. You can Google us. That's the easiest way to find us. So Dame Dolla, he went crazy the other night.
Big 71.
Bonkers.
Tying the season's best, matching Donovan Mitchell 71 from earlier this year.
His in regulation though, so I'll put that out there. His is in 4. It wasn't the OTs.
71. But
shout out Spider though, and his also was the most efficient 70 ball in NBA history. So shout out Dolla.
Poor Houston, but hey, they got that. They got that word,
man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everyone said congrats to Dame on 71, and then it talks about him winning a championship.
Didn't Donovan Mitchell lose his too? Lose the
game? They won. They won.
In overtime.
Close game. Very close, but they won. It wasn't very close. They kind of put away in overtime, but yeah, they won.
Yeah.
But now it went straight to free Dame talks, right?
Yeah. Free Dame talks. You'll never wait. That's good. Like I said, great score and all that, but you're not winning a championship in Portland. That's resurfaced again. Came topic of conversation again. And as you see on the screen, Dame has some comments just talking about how like guys who got traded, mainly Russell Westbrook. I'm just paraphrasing here, but basically you leave how Russ left OKC and now how he's been bouncing all over the league. I traded to DC, now with the Lakers, and now he's with the Clippers after being in Utah. So how he's bouncing around the league. So basically, if he leaves, like the grass is not always green on the other side, which he has a good fair point.
Very good message, man. The grass ain't always green.
And he allowed to have a couple bad games there. You get traded. This ain't your town no more.
This ain't your show. It's like John Wall said when he went to Houston. It wasn't his show no more. And he's like he was uneasy. He didn't know how to maneuver there in the franchise. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it will make him uncomfortable, and also some things kind of like EB said, Airbnb said, being comfortable ain't always the best thing either.
Yep.
So it is pros and cons to both sides. But he made a great point because I never looked at it like this. TJ, what's going on, brother? I never looked at it the other way he's looking at it here. Which is I guess I'm not in his shoes. I'm not in that kind of shoes where I'm the athlete looking at it like, all right, if I actually get traded and shit goes south, but I go here. Like in this case, you go to Houston if you're Russ, and then your guy you going to play with has to be traded. Now it's like, damn. Now what do I do? Next team. Don't work out there. Next team. Don't work out there. Next team. So it's like now you just getting passed around.
I mean, obviously, with Russ. Obviously, with Russ. I mean, I hate to use Russ, but that's really the only NBA example they got. Like with Russ, like his game. Like I said, the older Russ got, like the more his game declined. Like I said, he still can't really shoot the ball for real. He's still trying to rely too much on his athleticism. I don't know if y'all watched the game last night, but my God,
he cost him the game, bro.
He did
cost him the game, and that was one of the first games I ever watched. While I'm looking at the TV and saying, "Ty Lue, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?" One of the best coaches in the league, and he was playing Russ to his detriment.
Yep.
Russ ain't that no more, bro.
It was bad, bro. It's just fast breaks, trying to spin, losing the ball. He has worse. He has bad. I don't want to sound like Skip Bayless, but he really got some bad hands, bro. It's really bad. It's bad.
Boys, I don't want to sound like Skip, but
I don't want to sound like I'm hating on him. I like Russ, man. I want Russ to succeed, but it's just we said it when he went there. It's just not a good fit, man. It's not a good fit.
Then you could tell, like he said, you could tell he lost a step because it was one fast break he had, and like it was just him and Conley. And I
That's
don't
what
know.
he's talking about, man. I was like, bro, it's bad, man. It was bad. Like just even 5 years ago, bro, Russ would have banged on him.
Bro.
I was like, man, time flies, man, and it's just like that. It's kind of like D Wade. When D Wade lost, it was just like that. He was gone, bro.
Yep.
So I mean, but I get what Dame. I said we all agree with Dame. Said grass isn't always greener, but I think Dame's game would translate better elsewhere. Even if he's not the man, if he has to go down to number 2, I think his game, the way his style play.
Yeah, he's more of a plug and play player. He's more of a plug and play piece than Russ. Definitely than Russ because he can play off the ball. He can play off the ball a lot better than Russ can.
He can shoot.
Yeah, man, a lot better.
And his game ain't built off solely athleticism.
Yeah, not at all. He banged.
It's barely athleticism now.
Yeah, he had a dunk on that 71 ball where he banged on it. I forget who it was. Banged on it, no. But he also what he's saying here too is you gotta think, and every player ain't in a position where they can also play the Russ card if he would have stayed there in OKC or the Dame card. Because in some franchises, like you gotta look at Sacramento, like I think Boogie tried to play the card and stay there, but they got rid of him. Most guys can't do that. So you gotta be very unique, city to do that, and you gotta be a very unique player to do that. Russ could have had all the control in OKC if he stayed there. He could have been signing, big deals still like Dame's doing. Still signing 2-year extension for $100-something million. He decided to leave, and now his career is probably gonna be cut short because of it.
DeMar DeRozan, they traded him for a championship. He wanted to stay there, but they got a championship out of it. But now Toronto is on a rebuild. So
yeah, and he's a little bit better off than Russ because he could shoot. His offense is better too, but same situation, though, man.
Hey, when you get a championship out of it, it's worth it, though.
Yeah, it's worth it for sure.
Yeah,
but it just goes to show, man. If you're not like a LeBron, KD type talent level guy, you probably shouldn't be requesting trades because if his shit start going south for you, all these other teams ain't gonna be loyal to you like the team that drafted you probably is.
It can get ugly
real quick.
Facts, and obviously Portland, though, no matter what they get back for Dame, like it's not going to equate to what they have up there.
That's almost any superstar when you look at it, though, bro. Even when these guys are requesting trades, we look at the hauls they're getting back. It's like, yeah, you got to do it because they requested out, and this is not a bad return to get back for, but it's almost not equal value almost all the time. Like you never get equal value back.
What you're getting is you get 5 dimes for $1. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like all these good players, but it's like it ain't a great play. You ain't getting back your money really.
Yeah, you might get some hope at drafting a guy good down the line. Hopefully, if you get good picks out of it. But yeah, at that point, you gotta trust your franchise. Is your franchise have a good history of drafting good players and developing those players? Most teams don't. So it's like when you get that guy, you want to hold on to him.
That's fair. I mean, hell, look at like we say this all the time on the show. The Boston, Brooklyn, the first one with the Paul Pierce now. Said Brooklyn basically built what Boston is now. So
yeah, man. It also goes to say though, man, if Brooklyn kept those picks, they probably would have. If they drafted Tatum and Brown, it probably would have ruined their career. So hopefully, good for those guys. They didn't get to go there. They would have ruined their careers, man.
It all works out, man.
I just be feeling bad for guys like Marvin Bagley and guys like that who I wasn't believing Marvin Bagley, but he should be better than he is. But he went to a shitty ass franchise in Sacramento and it kind of ruined his career.
You know, I was a big believer in Marvin.
Yeah, I know he was, man. I wasn't very big on him, but he should be better than he is. But he just didn't get developed, right? He didn't get a chance. Yeah, the same thing with James Wiseman, man. Like I know Golden State is a great franchise, but they had no business drafting that high in the draft. They had no business getting a guy that high in the draft. They ruined that guy's career. I ain't gonna say ruined it because he still has a chance, but they stunted his career greatly. They had no chance.
Yeah, but it didn't help him getting hurt either.
They had no chance getting that guy though, bro. Like they knew they were, unless you're gonna get a guy that's ready to come in and play, which he was not. Like you got to draft an NBA ready player if you're in a team like that. Like they had no business picking him. He got the short end of the stick. They also did too, but he got a short end of the stick there.
I mean, they drafted what they felt they needed though. At that time,
well, I think he would have played more if he didn't get hurt though too.
I would have traded the pick if I was them. Just trade it down. Got somebody a little bit more ready, late lottery, and he would have went somewhere he could have got to play earlier in his career and got developed a little bit sooner. Because he had a good game last night. I don't know if y'all saw. He had a pretty good game last night. Shout out James Wiseman.
Shout out James Wiseman. Let me see what we got. What we got on doc. What we got on docket next.
Let me see what else we got in here. Y'all want to hit on let's stay on the hoop real quick. Let's hit on this Melo real quick. I don't know if y'all saw Melo touch on it a little bit earlier. Non-contact, man. He was doing some crossovers, doing some little fancy shit. He just went tumbling down to the ground. Came back. Came back. Broken ankle. He had a fractured ankle. He's out for the rest of the season. I hate to see it, man. He's in battling some injuries this season. Having a career year though when he was out there playing great. Hate to see it, man.
Yeah, the Ball family. The Ball family is having some injury problems here in the league.
They said LeVar wouldn't give them their milk, man. What's going on?
LiAngelo drank it all. Shit.
Right.
Didn't Melo get hurt last year too?
Yeah, but not this much. He was playing. He was available more last year. He got hurt once last year, I think. This year, he's been hurt off and on all year. But like I said, when he was out there, he's been putting up great numbers, shooting the ball great. Especially when he came back from the All-Star break, man. He was playing great, man. So sucks to see him go down like this. Especially the way he went down. I was watching the game live, and I was just like, what happened? He went down like just non-contact, just dribbling. And it just went down, man. So I'm not sure if it was. Hopefully, it's not nothing, super serious. But
man, what does Charlotte need, bro? Because they got a star in LaMelo. For whatever reason, they cannot get it right.
Like, they need Jesus, bro.
Jordan to give up basketball decisions and just run the business.
20 and 43.
I don't know if he's doing. I don't know what he's doing here, but yeah, if he has anything to do with basketball decisions, hopefully he does get that up because he's not doing too good there. But if they really need just something else to go along with Melo. They just don't really draft too well, bro. That's what I was saying. Like if you're a franchise, or if you're a fan of a franchise who's always drafting high but always are getting bust, I mean, you really have no hope. Because if you're a team like this who's not a free agent destination, if you can't draft well, you're not going to get any good players.
I'm just pulling up their draft history real fast, just from the past few years. So
Mark Williams, I think his name was last year.
Mark Williams from Duke.
He did Washington a few years ago. Miles Bridges, who was good,
Jalen Duren, but they traded him.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
James Bouknight. Yeah.
He hasn't panned out to be good. What was he, like top 10 pick, right? He's number 7 or something like that?
He was number 11, 2020.
Number 11, so late lottery. They could have got, a better pick there. But, so they're not getting, the last super high pick, I think, was Melo. Well, I always say, if you're not getting like a top 3 pick, you got to have some really, really good scouts because most of them picks after 5, usually, you have to be really, really good because most of those picks are kind of picking in the dark, man. Being real.
I forgot they drafted Shea and they traded him to the Clippers.
Ooh. Yeah, so just bad decisions, man. And the Clippers end up trading him for Kawhi and we trade him for PG. Bad decisions, man. Terrible decisions, man.
We could have had a pot. Well, I don't know how good they would have been, but LaMelo, Shea, PJ.
Yeah, man. Just they made some very questionable decisions, to say the least.
Free LaMelo again, though.
Stay healthy, Melo. Please stay healthy.
His contract next year, right? He could resign next year.
Yeah, I think I think this summer actually.
I feel like I will say I feel like Brian would be a better owner than Mike.
Definitely better GM.
Yeah.
But I don't know because Brian do make some questionable decisions, man. As far as
but we brought in Westbrook. That was
remember he brought in when he was in Miami. He said who was the guy? Shabazz Napier.
Oh yeah.
He said, oh, we gotta get him. He's gonna be a stud in the league. He got to the league and he's not been in the league since. So Brian makes some questionable decisions sometimes, but he has a good track record.
Baker was cold.
LeBron knows how to build a team around him. If he has to build a team from scratch, I don't know. With him not out there, I don't know.
He gonna build a team. He gonna build a team, come back and play, man. It's like Jordan did, bro. That's what he gonna try to do. I'm telling you, bro. But yeah, just questionable decisions, man, for this franchise. So if you're a Hornets fan, tap in, man. Tell us what y'all need to do in the comment section. He had anything to go after in a draft. Free agency. I mean, I guess they did draft. I mean, not draft. They did sign Gordon Hayward a couple years ago.
Man,
Gave him that $100-something million contract, and nobody else wanted to sign him. Again, bad decisions.
terrible.
That makes sense.
Gordon Hayward ain't even in the league no more, huh?
He's still playing for them.
He's down there, making $30 million.
He's their highest paid player.
Jesus Christ.
Scary Terry making 21. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Free Gordon Hayward, man. He deserves to be on it somewhere, playing some basketball that matters.
Hey, but if you ask him, he gonna like, nah, don't free me. I'm making $30 million.
I'm making $30 million. Yeah.
That team, if I sign for that team, I'm gonna be sitting on the bench making $2 million. I'm making $30 million down here. I'm cool. Leave me alone. I'm good. I'm good.
Man, if he never had that injury, been a different day. That was an ugly injury.
That was an ugly injury. He ain't been the same since, honestly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man.
Facts.
Unfortunately.
I know we ain't gonna talk about it long, but I just want to shout out the New York Knicks. They one of the hottest teams in basketball. Jalen Brunson is going crazy.
Hey, he is going crazy, man. Tom Tibbs, dark horse coach of the year. He ain't gonna win it, but he should definitely be a candidate.
And you don't even like you're not too fond of him, bro. Never have been.
Nah, he just plays gas to win minutes, I think. He just runs gas to the ground.
You always said that.
Just look at I guarantee you, I ain't even looked at it. I guarantee you, Julius Randle probably leading the league in minutes this year. I ain't looked at it yet. He played every game. He ain't missed a game this year. I know that for a fact. I guarantee he's leading the league in minutes. Haven't checked.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Let's check this out.
Haven't checked. Let's check it, man.
Let me see if I put it up. Why you who lead?
Leader in minutes.
In 2023. Let's see. It is.
He gotta be top 5 if he ain't, man. Shout out Julius Randle though, man. Durability for sure.
Minutes played is Edwards. Anthony Edwards. Minutes per game is Siakam.
He ain't missed a game either. Shout out Ant Edwards. He ain't playing too good lately though, but shout out Ant Edwards.
Nah, he ain't. You said he ain't top 5.
Okay, shout out Tibbs then, man. Giving this guy some rest.
Top 5: Siakam, Tatum, Kyrie, Fred, and
Kyrie. Hey, you know it's a contract year, and Kyrie playing top 5 minutes. You know it's a contract year.
Julius coming in at 14.
15.
Okay.
15. Okay.
I'm on NBA.com.
Shout out Coach Tibbs, man.
He playing 35 minutes a game. Well, basically 36 minutes a game.
That's actually really good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's actually really good. I think last few years he was up above like 38, somewhere above there, 40 something.
Derrick Rose was playing 49 minutes a game, and it's only 40.
He was in that real shit. He was playing, man.
D Rose, man. I mean, I hate he's this player now, but he got in late the other game because the fans were chanting his name, and Tibbs actually put him in.
I think it's a tragedy.
I refuse
that he is. He's the type of player that's getting feel good minutes now when he hasn't played bad over the last few years. Like he could be somewhere still contributing.
I think it's because Tibbs, man. Tibbs keep a real tight rotation. That's why I thought Julius was gonna be top 10 and top 5 in minutes, because Tibbs keep a real like 7, 8 max man rotation.
But they also was gonna buy him out and he didn't want to leave either. So
I mean, I think now D Rose is kind of a liability on defense. But yeah, he can get you a few buckets here and there, but for Tibbs, you gotta be able to play defense.
He don't play that. If you don't play defense, you're not getting on the court with him. He don't play that at all.
You gotta play defense.
You don't play that at all, man.
Oh man, speaking of playing defense, I think all the NBA topics we got the way.
Yeah, I think it's all the NBA topics.
All right, man. March Madness has signed no college basketball season wrapping up. Regular season ends this Saturday, or this weekend, I should say. Conference tournament start next week, and then Selection Sunday is March 12th. So
right around the corner, man.
Madness.
Right around the corner, man.
Oh, it was a story the other day. Just if anybody was wondering, Mike Krzyzewski does not miss coaching whatsoever.
I'm sure he doesn't.
I wouldn't either.
He's on the road. He's doing new things, talking things, getting to talk to young people. He says he came to his first game probably about a week or two ago. Actually, game.
Talk to young people. He's talking to LeBron.
It was at home. They didn't lose. So
LeBron's not young. We talk to LeBron. LeBron is not young, bro. He don't count.
But he's like, he said he's watched every game and answered all John Shire's calls. But he says he doesn't miss coaching whatsoever, and he ain't gonna be making no comeback. I don't
Good for
blame
him,
him.
man. Good for
Yeah,
him.
good for him.
All right, so I want to touch this story real fast. So the NFL, they came out with a player team report cards, basically for each team. They broke them down into 7 categories, basically just talking about each team in the NFL's their facilities, and I guess the way the treatments of the players' families. And the biggest story for me that I've seen is the Bengals. Bengals were the headlines. They came in at the bottom, not very last, but they are at the bottom.
Here.
Yeah, and just the report from the Bengals, the overview of it's fairly interesting. I'm gonna share the screen here so y'all can see it too. Where we at? Share. So can y'all see that? Or I need to zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so the Bengals came in ranked 27th in the team guide.
Damn.
Obviously, staff is liked very well. Players credit head coach Zach Taylor for recent improvements, which speaks why he grades as one of the most well-liked coaches in NFL.
Yeah,
However, the facilities and resources offered are ranked far below average. The Bengals are one of 3 teams that do not provide dinner to the players. They are one of 2 teams that do not provide vitamins, and they are the only team that doesn't provide supplements. Additionally, players feel that they have some of the smallest hot and cold tubs in the league. They have issues with showers and toilets not consistently working, and they are the only team that doesn't have lockers, outlets in their lockers, so they can charge their devices.
Wow.
This is the quote I was going to read y'all. I wanted y'all to react to. Players who responded to the survey also complained that there is nowhere warm and safe for mothers and kids to go during game because the Bengals do not provide a family room, unlike majority of other teams. Players reported that wives have sat on the public restroom floor to nurse their babies.
Wow.
Wow. Players' opinions with only 44% responders believing club owner Mike Brown is willing to spend money to make the facility better, ranking him tied for 29th in this category. And then you can see a breakdown.
Damn, that's terrible, bro.
The thing about it though is those are easy fixes. Like he just don't want to spend the money.
Super easy fixes.
Those are easy fixes. Stuff that he could like
relatively cheap.
Like that he could take out of his own pocket if he wanted to.
Relatively cheap.
Like, no owner takes it out their own pocket. Like, but he could pay for that out of his own pocket.
Especially when teams see where they are. It's relatively easy to fix that stuff, which makes it even more disappointing to hear.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're players reading this, it's like, why would I want to come to Cincinnati until this problem is solved?
Bro, I was in high school getting meals at Hughes. Like, how are you not providing dinner to these guys?
Right. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't know.
Like, we was in high school getting provided dinner.
That's crazy, man. And the fact that they don't have outlets in the lockers, like that's generic shit now. Like, come on, bro. That's like bottom of the line, bottom of the barrel stuff.
Super easy fixes, which
like
means
no family rooms. That's just not welcoming at all.
They need to they need to address this shit like tomorrow, bro. Like
I would have contractors all in there. Like, so when it's like, hey, come check this out. And they want to keep Joe Burrow happy, though Joe cares about football a lot, but
Mom Burrow got to deal with this. It's crazy.
One day he will have a family because he just seems like he's that kind of guy. And trust.
Mom Pop's already there, bro. Mom Pop's already be at the games. They got to deal with this shit. That's ridiculous, man. I'm sure they have better facilities at most of these players' colleges than they have downtown at Paycor, which is crazy.
Yeah. So that was one of the big headlines. And I said, Bengals now that the Bengals are good again and are in national spotlight, like stuff like this is huge. So
yeah, I don't remember which one of y'all just said it, but he needs to fix this yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it should be contractors in Paycor right now. Hey, I'm gonna pay you extra 10 bands to go like start right now.
Yeah.
Easy fixes, man. And like I said, relatively cheaper than team is doing as well.
Yeah, that's the type of fix where like if you want to make it real nice, you $100,000, and you probably ain't even that much, honestly.
Not even that much, man. Like I said, most of the universities these players came from, especially LSU, I know for a fact.
I was about to say
especially LSU. So Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, all these guys that came from LSU and all these other top line colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson, Ohio State.
You know what I'm saying? Even Florida, all these top line Power 5 schools have top line facilities. So there's no way you're an NFL franchise going with this bottom line shit, man. It's crazy. Crazy.
Wild. And
crazy, man.
You got mothers nursing, like that blows me. Like,
yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So yeah, I just wanted to touch that. Other small NFL news, Jim Harbaugh, is it Jim or John? John Harbaugh came out and said Lamar, basically he pulled a TO. Lamar is his quarterback. He said he believes the deal will get done and Lamar will be in Baltimore. So
He's your quarterback, but you ain't the owner of the team, brother. You ain't signing that paycheck, so it don't matter who quarterback you have.
It would be
you're not the
mad
owner.
for them to. I'm just saying they wouldn't do no white boy like this. That's all I can say.
Nah, that's facts, man.
Watch how fast they get Herbert and Burrow's contract done.
Yeah, for exactly what they want. Exactly whatever they ask for, they getting it. Yeah, it makes no sense, man.
At all. Just a little wrap up news before we get up out of here. KD in his Suns debut, they beat Charlotte, which was expected. But KD 23 points, 10 to 15 shooting in 27 minutes.
What's the score?
105-91.
Nice victory, man. Phoenix should at least get to the conference finals this year, at least. Anything less than that is a failure. I'm not sold on them even getting all the way to the finals yet. They still can't guard, man. I said this on Twitter. Chris Paul can't guard anybody. Devin Booker can't guard anybody. KD and Aiden can. But when your backcourt can't guard, in the Western Conference,
it's not
good. It's gonna be a rough time.
They should be able to outscore anybody, though.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a rough time, man. That's why I'm not sold on Denver either. Like Jokic is very good. Jokic is very good, but when playoff start, he's gonna be in 75 pick and rolls a game.
So where are you going? Who represents the West?
To be determined. I still gotta watch a lot of basketball. To watch here.
Denver's the best top seed in
I ain't saying Denver ain't gonna win. Still, I'm just saying it's gonna be very tough for them because they're gonna put Jokic in a lot of pick and rolls. That's what I would do. Pick and roll all day. I'm gonna watch a lot of basketball.
Yeah, I
get pick and rolls all day.
I get that, but you just said right now that's why you wouldn't have them going to the finals either. So I would guess that leaves. Well, you already said Memphis. You said they hell nah.
I ain't still on Memphis.
Sacramento probably not.
They ain't got defense either.
So at least the Warriors and the Clippers.
My preseason pick was gonna be the Clippers, man, but I got Russ now, so I ain't selling on that, bro. Russ is a killer, bro.
Skip Bayless said that was his preseason pick, but
Russ is a killer, man. Like Kawhi looks like he's back, bro. Kawhi is back. Like he's back. He ain't on no minute restrictions. He playing all the minutes. I watched the game the other night. They had to sit PG down because of minutes, but Kawhi was in the game still. I'm like, all right, he back, bro. He's back. He is back, and he looking great.
He ain't gonna be back for long if Russ keep fucking up like this.
If they would have got D'Angelo Russell instead of Russell Westbrook, oh my God, bro. Clippers would be nasty. But they needed a point guard. So they right about need a point guard, they just got the wrong point guard.
Well, everything they explained was like so I just don't understand because it was like we need shooting, we need leadership, and somebody can facilitate the ball, and then we got Russell Westbrook. And I'm like,
it's the complete opposite. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
No knock against him, but
I mean, to his defense so far, I forget number. He has been double figures assists, I think twice. I only played 3 games, but
Man,
he has been facilitating.
you're not. That's why I forget who said. I think it was Brian Windhorst. Or somebody said this. When the coaches are looking at, they're not looking at the box score and saying, "Oh, okay, this guy got 10 assists. I'm gonna put him back in the game." No, they're looking at the game. And they're saying, "Okay, Russ cost me 2 points on defense last play because he's gambling, and he turned the ball over." They're not looking at the fucking box score. That's what these fans are looking at. Fans looking at the box scores on Twitter. Russ fanatics kill me on Twitter. Oh, he's averaging 17. Blah blah blah. This no coaches are looking at the box scores, bro. They're looking at the tape.
You can look at the box score. Look at the fucking turnovers too.
Look at watch the tape. 6, 7, watch the tape. Don't lie. Watch the game film, y'all. This man kills teams. He has his own team. And ain't expected to do shit. He can still be a very good player. When he's on a team who's won the championship, he is terrible.
If these understand plus or minus, know what turnovers are, missed field goals, like bro, like
it's small stuff like
you can read it all in the box score
like
for real.
Not fighting through pick and rolls. Now you're stuck on a switch. Shit like that. It will piss coaches off. They will have you on the bench. That's why he brought the bench on. I forget what game it was. He got bench. He was mad. He's on the bench pouting.
Second,
like, bro, you got bench because you didn't fight through pick and roll. You got stuck on a switch. Cost 2 points. And turn the ball over right there. Turn the ball over.
Oh, that was Schroeder last night too.
Like nobody's having that. Like he's playing great until he did that. Nobody's having that, bro. Like people who don't understand basketball don't that shit. Don't watch that shit. They just look at the box score and see, oh, he had 20-something points. He had 10 assists. He played great. No, he did not. Watch the film and watch his mistakes. They're very costly and they cost teams the game. Every game. And I love Russ, but he just on important teams he cannot play. Put him on Charlotte, he'll be great. Detroit, he'll be amazing.
Should stay in Utah, huh?
Yeah, put him on Utah with Lloyd Marketing. He gonna average triple-double probably.
Athleticism would have came back like, man, we ain't even know he could jump like that no more.
And Sports Center or hyped him up. I was just looking at highlights, he would look great. But as soon as he's on a team where everybody watching the actual games and they're watching the games matter, he will show you why he is not valuable. Unfortunately, man. And people say is Russ hate. It's just facts, man. It's just facts.
It's reality.
Yeah, it's just facts.
Just reality. All right. For the fight fans, I know if y'all watch, I watched the whole fight on YouTube after the day after. Jake Paul lost his first official boxing match on Sunday.
Hey.
I watched a little bit. I was trying to click back and forth, man, but yeah, he did lose.
He did lose, blaming he was sick.
What?
And he hurt his arm. So
y'all see the script come out before the fight? Y'all see that?
The what?
The script.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did. Some Fury said, "What scripts?"
Basically.
Then for UFC fans, the return of John Jones this Saturday. I can't wait for that.
Yes, sir.
My in the future, my mentor Carl Lewis, he was down there and he was in Saudi Arabia the whole time for Don King. We got something cooking up soon too. So
stay tuned.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
He was there the whole time.
As we said on Friday, Sports and Spirits, which I know, Doc, you have something to say here shortly. But Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis,
22nd, right?
April 22nd.
Ooh. Lakers up after 3 on OKC Thunder, surprisingly. 90-84. Okay.
Tank about to beat that boy up.
But yeah, Tank.
Wait.
I don't know. I hope so.
Then Tank might be sitting down for a year.
Yeah. He needs the. You can't go to jail with an L. It's gonna be even longer of a sentence, bro. Gonna be in there pissed.
Got a whole year thinking this. Damn.
Gonna be in there pissed as hell. Can't do that.
Y'all funny as hell.
Can't go in the L, man. He gonna be in there mad as hell, bro. Trying to fight the inmates and shit. Gonna get even longer.
Y'all funny as hell.
Can't do that, man.
Yeah. But nah, man. That's all I got for this. I keep thinking Sports and Spirits Friday. I was getting ready to say it.
Nah, Doc here, man. So you know it ain't Friday.
Oh man, don't do. Hey,
Doc, we turned up before we hop on here. That's why he don't be hopping on here. He admitted it to us before he hopped on here live on today, y'all.
Doc is all.
He be
Doc,
turned
all
up. We be telling y'all he be already out drinking. We be telling
Doc is
y'all.
all about the spirits part. On Fridays, the sports is like spirits come first.
We be telling y'all, hey man, Doc already out turned up. We don't be lying. We don't be lying, y'all.
Listen, I don't know anything that these fellas are talking about. See you guys on Friday.
You say see y'all on Friday? Come on, bro.
See y'all on Friday, man.
Possibly.
For real this time, though.
Possibly,
I'm gonna take it easy. Be long week. I give it this Friday, people. This Friday. This Friday.
Hopefully some shit going on, man. Cause it's been a low key.
Yeah,
Hopefully some shit going on.
Just hop on and have a drink on
Hop
the
on,
live.
take a shot, man.
Just on the live
Talk about
on
something, man. It's gonna be a recap of some games that happened the night before, cause ain't gonna be shit going on for real. Unless something hop off, hopefully. Well, it's been a little bit of a slow sports cycle.
Yeah, man.
But nah, man, it's been going up a little bit, man.
Just wait for tournament. For real.
It's been some drama shit going on sports talk shows and shit with the shady shit going on. But yeah, man.
All right. Well, good brothers. If y'all ain't got nothing else, we gonna wrap it up. This has been Down to the Wire 513, episode 272.
I can't lie. I miss football already. And I'm a basketball guy, but I miss football.
XFL.
Hey, man, it's been lit. It's been lit. I ain't gonna lie. It's been lit.
And shout out to AJ McCarron turning down some money so kids can watch him play. I like that.
Man. That's what it's about, man. That ain't what it's all about. It ain't all about money, though.
Yeah, I mean, you get the memories that you never, you can't pay for.
Yep, can't go back in time and get them.
That they got to watch their dad play. And then, now maybe they're going to want to play some football now. So I commend him for that. I mean, he's one of them guys, and I'll probably be the same way. I done made enough money where, okay, I can make I can still make a decent living here, and I'm already here. My accountant got all my money in the right place. I want to play.
I'm good. I want to actually play now.
The thing is, he can't. I mean, obviously they're undefeated, but he hasn't. Overall for a whole game, he hasn't been looked good. He had to lead comebacks in both of his wins, or at least 2 wins I've seen.
That's not what the story's about.
Yeah, come on, T. Just
I'm just saying.
You just came in, ran to the man's parade, man.
Hey, you want to play
a feel good story? T come out there,
for your kids.
Yeah, he ain't playing too good, y'all. So hold your horses, y'all.
You want to play good in front of your kids? I'm just saying. Your daddy's a bum. You want to
show your kids resilience. He's showing them resilience, Steve.
I mean, he has, like that, 2 4-quarter comebacks, though.
Ain't always gonna be pretty. We're gonna get this shit done no matter what.
Yeah, man. T. This was a feel good story. This was a feel good story, man. You in the business, we got feel good segments.
You know bring up stats, bro.
Feel good segment to the Rock. We're bringing XFL back and having to be good football. Hopefully, it can stick around longer than a year.
Shout out to Dwayne Johnson, man. Legend.
For sure. But this has been Down to the Wire 513. Make sure y'all tap in with everything Down to the Wire 513. Y'all can Google us. That's the easiest way to find us. And as we always say, man, if y'all want to come on the show anytime, get in touch with one of us and we can make that happen for sure.
Boys ain't wanted that smoke lately, or the people done got scared or something, man.
Man, they be on the YouTube comments going off.
Yeah, they be going crazy on YouTube.
Y'all need to come on here and talk y'all shit on the live stream. So we welcome it. We don't bite. We ain't gonna. It's all love. Come on here and talk our shit, man. Come on.
Talk to us.
We welcome it. Open arms.
For sure. So, for the good brothers, Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, the Taryn Bland, Down to the Wire 513, episode 272. Y'all have a safe, blessed week, and we might holler at y'all on Friday. If nothing else, we'll take a shot. But
yes, sir.
Hey, listen, I can promise you I'll be there for that.
All right, y'all, man. We out.
Peace.